Another big story we're working on this afternoon. The manhunt is over. The search for two men accused of trying to run over a sheriff's deputy came to an end after more than 24 hours on the run. The suspects themselves called 911 to turn themselves in.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us for 12 News at 4. I'm Tram Mai.
I'm Mark Curtis. We've been following this story since early yesterday morning.
Team 12's Jade Cunningham is live in Florence with how this all unfolded. Jade?
Well, good evening. Yeah, I spoke with a sheriff a bit ago who says this definitely was a unique conclusion, that this really had never happened before. You'll hear more from him in just a little bit, but first let's kind of give you a little background of what exactly took place yesterday. Now, sheriff's deputies, they tell us this all began around 3 a.m. yesterday morning. That's when sheriff's deputies say they were called about two men in a scrapyard south of Florence, and they weren't supposed to be there. Now, when deputies arrived, Michael Anthony and Philip Rice were in their car. Deputies say Anthony, who was driving, rammed into a patrol unit and then tried running another deputy over. That's when we're told that deputy fired shots. The two men, though, drove off. That one person was hit in the cheek and arm. Ultimately, though, that car crashed. Those two men, they ran into the desert, which is where authorities spent most of the day searching for them. And by this morning, the men called 911 and told authorities they were ready to be found.
That was unique because when that call came in this morning, we were actually kind of surprised and kind of thinking, like, is this real? Is this really them? But yeah, I really don't think in my career I've heard of a suspect calling 911 that we're actively chasing to say, okay, I want to turn myself in. So that was a first.
We were also able to speak with the owner of that scrapyard who did not want to go on camera, but he tells us that those two men had been on the property before. He can remember at least 3 times that those men had been there, but in all of those instances, they were able to take off. Reporting live, Jay Cunningham, 12 News.